And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.
Hi everyone, welcome back for another episode of Adams for the Love of Movie Picks. This time around we're going to be talking about the 2001 film, The One, starring Jet Li. Now besides Jet Li, this movie has Carla Gugino as TK, Delroy Lindo as Rodecker, and an attendant. In a very early, one of the very early roles for Jason Statham, he plays a character called Funch. I'm just having a look. I think that's pretty much the extent of the well-known actors in this one. Yeah, that kind of looks like it. So, The One is a very interesting concept for a movie. Lots of movies have done, especially lately, have done, movies based on theories and, if such a thing as a multiverse existed, where different universes, or dimensions, whatever you want to call them, with alternate of the same people living in each dimension. But this being this from 2001, this is one of the earlier ones that toyed with that concept, and the idea behind this movie is kind of a unique one. What if you were to seek out and kill every other version of yourself in the multiverse? What would happen to you? Would you cease to exist? Would the multiverse collapse? Would you become a god? So this is the question that this movie is asking. Basically, it stars Jet Li as Gabe, Eula, Lawless. Basically, it's Gabe and Eula. Eula is the bad one. Basically, he is... So, the multiverse in this movie is patrolled by an agency called the Multiverse Agency. Basically, they monitor and restrict travel between the multiverses and strive to keep a balance between the multiverses. Eula is a former multiverse agent who, while on assignment in another universe, was forced to defend himself against another version of himself, and in doing so ended up killing him. And in doing so, he discovered that he gained the life essence and energy of that other version of himself. So then he makes it his mission. He goes rogue to find all the different versions of himself throughout the multiverse and kill them in order to gain their power and, in his opinion, become a god. And then you've got Funch and Rodecker, who are multiverse agents in their own right. Rodecker is actually Eula's former partner, and they are trying to stop Eula from killing all the versions of himself in order to maintain the balance in the multiverse. So it's a very interesting concept for a movie. This is been a favorite of mine for a very long time. From the first moment I saw it way back in 2001, I've always loved this movie. It's such a great, like I said, great idea for a movie. Great choices for the stars. Great action sequences. And another thing I like about this movie is the music that's used for it. It's hard to find a movie where they combine both songs and scores, and tune it perfectly to the scenes throughout the movie. And this movie does a very good job of that, both with the scores and songs. It's a lot of hard-hitting action, fast-paced songs. You got a couple songs by Drowning Pool. You got Bodies and Sinner. And then you've got Last Resort by Papa Roach. And I'm trying to think of the last one now. It's escaping my mind right now. But there's one other one, too, that's a really good song. And that combine that with the score throughout the movie, just makes it that more entertaining to watch. But what I love is the action sequences in this. So, in theory, like I said, as Yulaw kills each version of himself, not only does he get stronger, but each remaining survivor, the life energy is divided amongst the survivors. So, the survivors are getting stronger. Then it comes down to him and Gabe, are the last two. And in essence, that's the other thing this movie's about. Not only about Yulaw trying to become a god by killing all the versions of himself, but when it comes down to him and Gabe is essentially just as strong as he is because all the other life energies have been divided equally amongst him and Yulaw. So, it's basically the majority of the movie is him trying to kill Gabe in order to become a god. Well, because Gabe they can sense each other as well as be equal in strength and mind and speed. And, it's really difficult for either one to kill each other. And then it eventually comes down to the final fight scene, which is just awesome between the two Jet Lis, basically. And it's just an epic, epic final fight scene for a movie. Absolutely love it. So there you are, folks. That's all we have for you this week. Before I get to that, highly recommend the one if you've never seen it. Awesome, awesome movie. If you're a fan of action movies, this is a movie for you. If you're a fan of an original, unique idea for a movie, this movie is for you. That's all we have for you this week, folks. As always, click that thumbs up button, leave a like down below if you enjoy the video. As always, feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. And if you really enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel, alright? I would greatly appreciate it. You take care of yourselves, folks, and we'll see you next week for another episode.